Hi, it's the Beast again. I'm back. This time I'm doing a video on 5 things that every prepper should have. I was tagged by Poor Man's Bushcraft. There's a giant game going around, and I'm going to tag, at the end of this video, I'm going to tag 5 more people, and each have to give 5 things. Okay, 5 things that you can't do without. Okay. I'm going to start my video by saying these are fish leaders, 45-pound test. Okay, here's the thing, snares. They're 24 inches long. I use them for snares. Snares are not 100%. I also carry large rodent traps, the big ones, you know, like that, for squirrels and rabbits, coons, possum, whatever. But you also have to have a way to secure food. Okay, the firearms. Now, I'm going to say those are for protection, because firearms serve 2 purposes, but I also have the arrows and my bows to secure food with, so that's 3 things. Now, one thing that nobody here has mentioned, okay? Entertainment, because when you're stuck out, you're not going to necessarily be by yourself. There has to be some entertainment, whether it's a deck of cards or some kind of strange games. I also have my guitars. I can carry my acoustic guitar with me. They don't weigh actually that much. Okay. Now, you've got protection, you've got food acquisition, you've got entertainment. Now, you have to have a way to process your food. I pick these up whenever they come due. They're not the greatest sets, but they're only $10. I mean, this one is the fishing, for processing fish. You know, it's not a great one, but it's okay, it'll do. This is the fish processor. Okay, this is what you would use to process. You got your meat cleaver, your shears, your needle nose pliers, you got a scaler, and you have a fillet knife. It's kind of big. You've got the sharpening rod, the honing rod, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that's for the fish. Okay. And I have a larger one. This is not an unboxing video. It's still in the box. I have 2 or 3 of each of them. When they're only $10, I tend to pick them up every time I go into Academy. They're game winner. I mean, this is the deer processing kit. You see the hacksaw for the bones. You see the sharpening rod, or the steel, whatever you want to call it. It comes with gloves. That's a silica gel for moisture. And then it has a set of knives in it. It has the basic sharpener. It has 3 different meat knives. This one is this has the gut hook on it. And the small knife like this I would use for caping. And these would be for just taking the excess meat off of the ribs and things. And then you have your heavy-duty shears. Okay? This one doesn't have a cutting board in it like the fish one does. But I mean, for $10 a piece, I have about 3 or 4 sets of each. You know, because you have to have a way, if you're going to be a prepper, you have to have a way to process your game or your fish, whatever the case may be. So, and then you've got to look at a way to process and keep your food, okay? So we do canning and dehydration. We make jerky, you know. We make a lot of smoked sausage, you know. So you've got safety and protection. You've got food acquisition in the bows or the guns. You have entertainment with the guitars. Okay? You've got food processing, food preparation. Okay? That's the 5 things you cannot live without. Period. There's no going back, but you know, there are other things that every prepper should have that come in handy. Okay? One would be tarp. The polyethylene tarps are okay. I like the canvas. You know, you should always have medical supplies. Let me show you my medical bag. This is not all of it. I keep it. You know, I'm steadily picking stuff up. I've got my general first aid kit, okay, from the Trauma Care Convention. I've got Band-Aids, I've got bandages, I've got gloves, I've got my suture kits and all are in my other one. I have suture removal kits in here. I have tape, thermocare for shoulder or knee. You know, I have bad knees. Gauze, you know. I have a lot of your general makeup of a bag in here. There's just lots of it. I have smaller kits in my cars. And that's basically it. And by the way, see that laying right there? That is paracord. I have over 1,000 feet of paracord. Paracord is almost indispensable. You can use cotton lines or anything else you want, but when it comes right down to it, paracord's the best thing. Okay, let me zoom in. Let me zoom out off my face. My head's big enough. But anyway, I think that everyone needs to know that that's my major 5 things. Well, it's actually more, but, you know, 5 major things. You got to process your food. You've got to find a way of storing and keeping food. You've got to protect yourself. You have to have a way of collecting the food. I mean, you got to have entertainment or you'll go nuts. You know, actually I keep a little pint of tequila in a couple of my bags, you know, for a shot every now and then. So what more can you ask for? I mean, those are the 5 things. Now comes the big thing. Now comes the big thing. The next 5. Tag, you're it. Okay. Tag, you're it. A Woman's World 1, 2, 3. Dude Guy 1973. Ebomi, Guns and Poker, and Frodo 7444. Okay. The 5 of you need to make a video about 5 essential things that a prepper needs in an SHTF situation. Your opinion now, because everybody's going to have something different. I'm going to send everybody an email, but there are your names. They're going to be up on YouTube. Okay. Now, as for all of that, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time watching my video, and y'all have a good night. Knuckle bump.